The 14-yard line.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Moore from the gun on third down. Lofts one deep down the right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So USC's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. One thing that has been a big point in practice, right side of the offensive line and how they can control this edge pressure. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for open space. It's Jordan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Maiava at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to tote it.
It's never any different. Always commit to it, and I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago to tote the mail. They're going to run it. They're going to commit to it. It's a huge part of Lincoln Riley's offense and the reason that they're successful.
Dropping back, it's Maiava. Got it in the middle, it's Bowman.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The sure hands, it's Barber. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Hard running there. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Complete on the left to Williams. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Trying to wear down this defense. The seventh play of the drive, it's 3rd and 1. In the red area, it's Jordan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown.
Running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. On the move from inside is 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. It'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Running inside, it's Davison. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. They'll line up for a second down play. Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Shakes a man and he might take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Davison. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the catch, it's Barber. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Working that left side. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Of room to throw that one in there. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And the Ducks send out the punt unit. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Finds a man on the left, and he's brought down after a nice game.
And I think Lincoln Riley really showed why the move to Jayden Iotta the year before was the right move. He got a little bit of experience, and then last year you saw him just absolutely take off. I think the biggest thing that stands out is always the poise. He never seems rattled. The moment never seems too big. And Palmer, another year with Lincoln Riley. Probably expect him to take even another leap this next year forward.
No question. Video game numbers loading right now for this guy. And listen, he lost some talent to the NFL draft, some first-round talent at wide receiver. But in this system, you're always going to have other guys to throw to. And now that he's even this much more comfortable, expect the numbers to be...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Ball loose in the end zone. Defense all over it, and they've stopped the drive, and they'll get a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hooks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to take off. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Turning it on. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Over the middle, it's Williams. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. The run inside. It's Jordan. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Maiava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A strike downfield. Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Dante Moore finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Plows through the defense. There he goes! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Gonna let it fly. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And it'll be down right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Rides to back and leaves it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the run, it's Jordan. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here. Make it look like a little bit of run. Slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast. Slip it to them. Try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
And the Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
Here we go, ready.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Moore with the play fake. Unloads to the right. Hurls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Davison.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Raiola from the gun on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. Lead is huge. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab, it's Bowman. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The run inside. It's Davison. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Moore. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Hill. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to go.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside to the end zone, and it's picked off.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Blue 22, blue 22. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Price. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 3rd and 6 yards to go. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Ducks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Trying play action. Fires left. Caught by Williams on the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Maiava. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
51-0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Raiola. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been